Hi friends, just found this video. I was never able to finish the edits. I did this in the middle of the night, I guess, back on April 26th. I'm here in my jammies. So I hope you enjoy it. So this is the doctor. She does her job. This is the hospital with her patients. Okay. Two of Cups. So we're using my original Icky Kremlin Donald tarot deck. So Dr. What's her name? Dr. Yelena, Nepomnyas Chaya, was on a conference call and she plunged 50 feet from an office window after she was told she had to take coronavirus patients. The assumption is that she objected because they didn't have PPE. Conference call. Told she's going to take 80 coronavirus patients at her hospital. They didn't have PPE. Dr. Yelena falls from a 5th-story window. She's fighting for her life. How and why did Dr. Yelena fall out of the window? She's on a conference call. How and why did she fall out of the window? The burdens were very great for her hospital. Just too much to bear. They didn't have PPE. They've had no coronavirus patients. Why did she fall out of the window? At the basis of that is it just happened rather quickly and suddenly. She was talking, and the next thing you know, she is like out the window. What's crowning her? The coronavirus. Having to deal with the coronavirus patients. Because in the past, so the 5 of Wands is infighting. This is kind of when things get stalled, you're overwhelmed, things are just gridlock. Reversed is almost, this isn't, it's almost like having relief of a problem, solving a problem by just doing something kind of in spite of the gridlock, just kind of taking the reins and just doing something to solve the problem. So there's a problem with coronavirus and solving the issue at hand with her saying no, with her burdens. So there was a decision was made that happened really quickly, which led to a mercenary, a Knight of Pentacles. This is not Dr. Yelena. This is a mercenary, someone there having to do the duty of whatever it is being asked to do. What's the challenge with Dr. Yelena's burdens? It's not good news. They don't want to listen to her at all. They've had enough. Just done. Covering her. Well, the King of Cups, you know, is Putin. This is supposed to be a supportive person. At least that's how Donald sees him. This, because it was also a Ministry of Health, it could be like one of Putin's lessers, or it was a total asshole who was like, screw this, I'm taking matters into my own hands. Oh, what's on the bottom here? Yeah, Nine of Wands. Those, they're just trying to get through this crisis. And the Ten of Cups, they just want things to go smoothly. They just want to be able to handle this like we're the happy family, right? The family, wink, wink. How do we see Yelena falling out of a 5th floor window? Total nightmare. Total anxiety. Just stupid, impulsive action. Is she anxious? Well, she was just expressing her displeasure. What was the environment like? Her falling out of a window. Just had someone's wish fulfilled. Satisfied someone. The hope was, with her falling out of the window, the government could just take control. The fear with her falling out of a window is people would find out about the agreement. The many hidden agreements. People would research and find out. So the next steps, because they're all involved in a cover-up. Oh, it's springtime. Maybe she was stressed out. Maybe it was this. No one could know for sure. So they're going to work on the misinformation and the lies to cover it up. And the final result with Dr. Yelena getting thrown out of the, falling out of a 5th floor window. New plan. She is expendable. It really doesn't matter. Intending death. So that is Dr. Yelena. So while these doctors in Russia, oh wait, show me Russian doctors quitting. Hundreds of thousands have quit. Show me Russian doctors quitting. Russian doctors are quitting because they can't handle it anymore. Their hospitals are definitely overwhelmed. What's the situation with the doctors? They're quitting. They're not happy. Because what's being painted on TV is a lie. Why are hundreds of thousands of Russian doctors and hospital personnel quitting? It's that freaking environment. With the ministry, there's no way to solve the problem, the crisis that the hospitals are dealing with. Nobody is listening to them. This is the only way they know how to solve this problem. Mercenaries, they're quitting because they can't do their job in helping and dealing with their virus. It's just too much. It's too fast. They can't handle it. It's not worth it. The basis of them quitting. The King of Wands. The leadership. The leadership is forcing them to quit. This is also angry Putin. And what's crowning them is this virus is just bearing down on them. There is just no room, nothing for comfort, nothing for security. It's just like it's just drilling down on them. They can't escape it. It's just like sitting on them like a rock. And they worry about their health because in the past, the Queen of Wands. See, now I'm thinking of Speaker Pelosi. Is this Speaker Pelosi? Is this Speaker Pelosi? People like Speaker Pelosi. People like Speaker Pelosi. Past women, leadership, passionate, encouraging, fiery leadership. It's led to a total freaking nightmare. Oh, if the Queen of Pentacles is the virus, the Queen of Wands is trying to contain that virus and, you know, manage it. And it's been an absolute total nightmare. The challenge for the doctors have been, there's just no good news. There's no hope. And crowning them is, this is all they can do to save themselves and their families, is to quit, because otherwise this job is going to kill them. How do we see the doctors quitting? This caduceus, I'm thinking about like the American Medical Health Association, do no harm, the oath that they took as doctors. I feel like they're in so much jeopardy of themselves. It will harm the future if they stay on, because there will be no doctors left, because they're dying off. The environment of doctors quitting is the best way that they can help and support one another. And it's because they have zero support or help. It's almost like it's just, we think it's bad here without our PPE. We don't have the mafia sitting over us, you know, our doctors, throwing them out of windows. What's the hope with doctors quitting? Well, that it will bring attention to the matter. They're trying to raise a red light that things are not going the way everybody thinks worldwide. Things are going very badly. This is not going to end the way people think, because there's been such underestimation, under-predicting, under-reporting of what's really happening. Their fear is the government retaliating. So the next steps is Ace of Pentacles. Well, this is power and money. The next step is they're just surrendering. They don't care about the money. They don't care about the power. They don't care about the prestige. It is such a mess. It's not worth paying for it with their own lives. And it bankrupts them. It's not worth it. Final result, that's the only hope they have, is to quit. Okay. Why is Russia sending 40,000 tons of medicines to Venezuela? You know, Venezuela is the place that basically is doing the money laundering, the laundering of everything for this administration. The heck is in Venezuela? Okay, so tarot. Show, I don't think they're real. Show me Russia reportedly is, I just want to see who they're reportedly sending 40,000 tons of medicine to Venezuela. I mean, it seems like they need it in their own country, right? Are they going to give it to FEMA? This is crazy. We have the world mafia is running the world governments. It's just unbelievable. Okay. Show me the Russian government reportedly sending 40,000 tons of medicine to Venezuela. Give me the 3 reasons why. 1, 2. It doesn't even feel like medicine right now. This feels totally different and dark. What's crowning these decisions? The ideas that float above them that everyone can see. And what's on the ground? What's the basis for each decision? Ew, this just feels darker and darker and nastier and nastier. And the final result of why they're doing that. You know, this is my data card. This has to do with data and information and propaganda. Wow, they're going to send 40,000 tons of medicine to get money on the black market so they can do more of this in Venezuela. Keep in mind, Jair Bolsonaro, the president of Brazil, his sons have been, I don't know if they've been charged or indicted for working for fake news rackets. Just thought I'd throw that out there. So, Russia sending 40,000 tons of medicine to Venezuela because they're heartbroken, there's betrayal, there's treason, there's disagreements. They're heartbroken. Oh! Is this Speaker Pelosi? Is this Donald's betrayal and covered by Speaker Pelosi? Is this Speaker Pelosi? Yes. Oh, okay. So they got to send Russia's medicine over to Venezuela because of Venezuela needs it. They're laundering. Okay, the first reason why they're sending it is because they're facing judgment by Speaker Pelosi, by the Mueller report that needs to be released to us. That's been taking a long time. They are performing a psyop, an info op. Because of judgment, they need to get on this and in the minds of people. Because at the basis of this is they need to hang on to what they've got. They've got to consolidate their power. And things are looking pretty scary right now, especially with the death of Kim Jong-un no one's talking about. I'll tell you, I read on Elon Musk. He certainly seems to think Kim Jong-un is very dead. And that's why he's been pulled into more projects. Okay, the second reason why Russia is sending 40,000 tons of medicine to Venezuela. They're having secret talks, secret ideas, secret negotiations, secret data, secret racketeering. Covering them is the Republican Party, the far right. Yeah, the Republican Party is in a bunch of deep doo-doo. The basis of this is to pay off the bribes. It could be medicine. Here's some medicine. Will you pay me? Meanwhile, just watch out which Republican senator is going to be like, hey, we need to pass a law so that we can get cheaper medicine out of the country. Hello, Ted Cruz. That was last fall. And the countries he was targeting was the Saudis, these authoritarian dictatorship type of governments, not our traditional allies. What's the third reason why they're sending medicine, 40,000 tons of medicine to Venezuela? Because of the fool. Someone is indicted. Someone's got a sealed indictment. They're covered in their agreements. And at the basis of this is the mafia. The mafia. Let's talk Lev Parnas. Let's talk about Anisimov. Let's talk about Rudy Giuliani's pals. Let's talk about all those yahoos. Final result. Why they are sending 40,000 tons of medicine to Venezuela is because Those people are going to die anyway. We got to take care of this and retreat with our Knight of Swords, our digital armies. Hey, you know what? Let's ask USAID. USAID, because you are the agency that is the vehicle for a lot of things to transfer to and from these states. USAID. USAID, what do you know? What do you know about 40,000 tons of medicine going to Venezuela? Do you have a relationship with that? How are you pulled into that? How is the Republican Party pulled into that? USAID got a new acting director as of like April 14th. The guy that had been there for 2 years, his last day was April 10th. And then suddenly we needed a new acting director around the time the Mueller report was to be released unredacted. And that was around the time the 7 inspector generals were being fired. So tell me, Tarot, USAID, what do you know about the medicine going to Venezuela? If this is USAID, covered in. And this is a 40,000 tons of medicine going to Venezuela. What's crowning the both of you? How do you link together? How do you bridge to one another? And then at the basis of this, how do you relate to the base of this? We have, a spy. USAID, what do you know about Russia sending 40,000 tons of medicine to Venezuela? You seem to know a spy. Maybe a spy whispered into your ear. We have, hope. The star. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Okay, so the star. This has been several things. It's been Rostalacom, hacking, our CDNs, our streaming broadband services. This has been the Mueller report. It's been a bunch of people. It's also the Office of the President of the United States, covered in the government. USAID is covered in the government. The Office of the President is watching this. 40,000 tons of medicine. We've got some problems here we got to take care of. Oh, we got to pay the mercenaries. The mercenaries are offering all these pills for money. What's crowning both of these things? Oh my God, justice. I'm just going to hold my fingers here. I finally figured out this justice card, and it is so freaking nasty. This is the Putin's justice card. It has to do with impeachment and retribution and something else. Of course, hurting the masses. So the USAID links to this because of the United States of America is engaging in a transaction with them. USA is transmitting digital information, transmitting information, crypto, to a spy. Medicine from Russia, there you go, is on the move. It is moving. Medicine, USAID is transmitting information. Did I not say that this was for data? It was a data op. It's always about data. Data is $1 trillion business. They can track you down anywhere you are. All you have to do is turn off your phone, clear your cache, and then they have a harder time rebooting and finding out all about you. But it's all about data, and it isn't just about who you are and what you're doing. It's a psychological profile on every single person. That's probably at least 5,000 points of information so that they can customize ads for you in a particular location. Oh, they know probably through social media. Let's say you went and bought a yellow sweater that you love. Maybe you posted it online. Maybe you're in love with the color yellow. Well, at the opportune time, because they can tell your emotional state, your needs, your insecurities, and you happen to be in an area, you might get a pop-up ad that says, hey, look at this gorgeous yellow purse. Go buy it. It's all that little stuff that they slip into your head. And then they know which propaganda to feed you to get you to agree with their narrative, whatever the narrative du jour is for the day. So that's all. I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. This is going to be a rockin' full moon. Thanks, you guys. Love ya. Talk to you soon.